Hi, my friends. Good morning. Yesterday was I'm Ed Ryan running for Mayor of LA in 2022. Yesterday was a real tough day for me. There was a lot of hacking, and I've explained earlier that because of my something that was done with my hearing, I'm not quite sure what something I can hear very well, and I can hear almost like frequency hearing when people are hacking me, what they're saying. If they're outside in the parking lot or in their cars or stuff, and there's a constant chatter that I hear. And I don't like talking about it. Sometimes people, they say you're crazy, and in fact, what they did to me was done so that they could drive you crazy, by making them hear you, by you having to listen to their chatter. You would go crazy because they can put you in fear, and there's a lot of death threats and whatnot, and yesterday they offered me money to leave, um, and they uh, claimed that. I guess what I'm trying to say is this: the only thing that concerns me the most is I don't want to go back to jail. I don't think I deserve it. I think the charges that I was originally sentenced on were self-defense from GameStalker. I think there's plenty of evidence nowadays that what I talked about GameStop in their in what they did is now true, and it did happen. And that in the courts of law, I was prevented from saying the truth by being threatened to go to mental hospitals. So I did end up pleading guilty to things to make sure I just did a little bit of time, and like 6 months or something, and got out of the system safely. But now I'm looking at a violation of probation for leaving programs. As far as I know, they could put me back in jail anytime they want. And like I said yesterday, it's my understanding that they're timing it. First, I missed the nomination signature papers, and second, now so that I'll miss the election, which means I go to jail for months. That concerns me the most. So when somebody talks to me about leaving and being compensated, uh, with bags of money or something, I never fully agreed. But when I tell the people, you know, I thought in the wrong direction, because my purpose, intent, to stay here in LA, no matter what, if I go to jail or in the fight for the end to the corruption and an open government, and and create a prosperity that's lasting. And um, this is what I really want to continue to do. But is this great fear of the jailing that weakens me. But I'm gonna get through it because in the end, my conscience guides me, and my conscience tells me to continue forward. So that's what I do. I look forward to today, doing the best I can. I hope that the hackers and the talkers and stay away. I ask them to. It's cruel what they do, and I ask most of all your compassion as people and understanding, of what I'm going through, so that if I come off seeming a little crazy or a little stressed, at least you understand why. Um, I'm not sure what else they did to me besides the ear. I hear a lot of thoughts, and I've often said there's mind to mind communication. I know this for a fact because I engage in it, and people would again say, you're crazy because you say that, but I'm not, and I do hear thoughts. And but I never did before the thing with the ear happened to me. And there's been discussions. I mean, I've heard different things about how the ear thing happened. I've heard that it was done by the um, Studio City fire department on a day when I was out there. I think I talked about that recently. I don't know what to believe. I wish sometimes the government, I'm sure they know all, the secret parts of the government, the FBI and the CIA, and that they would just come forward, somebody would come forward and say, hey, Ryan, this is what we did, this is what's wrong, and this is what we know, and this is what we're going to do for you. I don't want to sound greedy when I say about compensation, but I do think when a citizen is ripped off the streets, experimented with, and made to carry, made to be different, um, that they should be compensated, you know, as a way to, you know, deter such action, if not anything else. I'm not saying that who I am now or what my being is, if there's anything wrong with it. It's not. I'm a good person who wants to do right. I have good capabilities, strong capabilities to do such, and some of those were natural, and some of those were thrusted upon me, and uh, so it's a touchy subject for me, but we'll see how it goes. But I trust you as people to understand, and with that, I go forward. Thank you, my friends, and I'll keep in contact today with other things. And I love you guys very much. Thank you.